moving on to the answer portion of, you pose your dream incubation question to the dream, and then you wake up the next day and you try to shift through the dreams to find the answer. So I pulled a lot of this stuff just from all different parts of the book. But anyway, we'll start off with this. You cannot make a general theory of dreams. You cannot assign fixed meanings to images, which is something I've always thought. They have like a lot of these different dream interpretation books out there where they say, if you see a cat in your dreams, it means this, or you see this, it means that. I've always just thought that was kind of silly, because our dreams, they're so unique to our own personal life and our own mental makeup that you cannot really just get, some general answer from some book. Kind of on that same path. There is no exact formula to decoding dreams. You can ask others to help you decode the dream, but in the end, it's going to be up to you to decide. You don't need a book, some organization, or someone else to tell you the answer. But really, you want to develop your own, your own personal way, your own art of dealing and interpreting your own dreams. And then we got this quote here from Jung, which is basically what I was just saying. But the art of interpreting dreams cannot be learned from books. Also keep in mind that the dream can't speak with multiple layers of meaning at the same time, which can just make it a bit even more complicated to kind of shift through and try to find the answers. Also, the dream doesn't always give an honest or correct answer. Like, we all have conflicting parts of our mind, right? And your mind can, of course, play tricks on you. Something that can help there is to treat the dream as like a wise, honorable friend or advisor. I wasn't say here. Ask as if you're addressing a kind, creative, and intelligent phenomenon, which dreams most definitely are. We got another quote here from Jung. Together, the patient and I address ourselves to the 2 million-year-old man in all of us. And I've actually brought this up in a pretty recent video as well, but it can help to make one of your early dream incubation questions to be something like, how can I show my appreciation to the dream for going ahead and giving you that answer. Like, you really want to, so like, you're going to try and treat the dream as like this wise, honorable friend or advisor. So once you get that relationship going, you really want to spend time on nurturing that, and really building that relationship up over time. Sometimes you can never truly know what the dream response indicates. And I would venture to say that's pretty much always the case. You can have a really strong intention and intuition into what it means, but it kind of is always a guess, right? So, follow your gut, make a decision, and don't be scared to take some risks. If puzzled on interpreting the dream initially, you can leave it for a later time. And something I found a lot that happened to me is, even if, I think I get an answer. So I'm waking up the next morning and I'm dream journaling. I think I know which part of the dream, answered my dream incubation question from the night before. But then, like, later on in the day, because, the subconscious mind, the dreaming mind's always running in the background. Just randomly throughout the day, some other part of the dream will pop into my head, even if it's a part of the dream I recorded. So it's not like I forgot it. But then I'll make like a connection to it and I'll be like, oh, wait a second, like that seems to answer my dream incubation question even better. So stuff like that can go on. If you have trouble finding the initial meeting, just kind of leave it and see if something comes to you later. You could also ask the dream the following night to clarify an answer. And Matt Gale recommends using the full dialogue. So the example he gives here is, dreaming. I am flattered that you think I would get this message, yet I don't understand. Can you make the message even simpler or clearer? And then I guess last one here we'll kind of close this video off with is, if you're flooded with dreams and don't know where to take the dream incubation answer question from, something you can add on to your question to kind of just make it more clear would be a phrase like, I will take the answer provided to me in the last dream of the night before waking. So that way you can just kind of help narrow it down to, where you actually want to pull your dream incubation question from. Personally, I've kind of had situations where I would pose a question like that, but then again, kind of the same thing would happen where later on in the day, some other part of the dream that I didn't initially connect to my dream incubation question would pop on my head. I'd be like, oh wait, that lines up so well. So, you kind of always got to deal with that little mental struggle on where to take it from. If you say you want it from the last dream of the night, but then you find a better answer potentially in the beginning, you just got to kind of make your own personal call there. But, yep, so that's the first video on that. And then we've got a couple more on this topic coming up next.